What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's the 24th of July, heading into the end of this summer month here. We're taking a look at XRP this morning. Take a look real quick before we jump into the charts over at the coinmarketcap.com website, kind of see what's going on here. At a glance, looks like the overall market cap of crypto sitting at 1.19 trillion, 649 exchanges. Bitcoin dominance up there at 48.6, ETH at 18.9. XRP sitting at the number 4 spot, looks like down 2.79 in the last 7 days, down 0.19 in the last hour, and down just about 2.8 in the last 24 hours, sitting at the number 4 spot. Ethereum, Bitcoin, Tether sitting above that BNB low. Trending on the trending page here, XRP is sitting at number 4. Guys, we're going to take a look at XRP. We are going to take a look at Bitcoin as well before we wrap this video up. So here we are. We put on an XRP video yesterday. We're going to do another one here, a couple different levels to share as the price does continue to move lower. So we are sitting down 2.5 right now. The price is 71931. From yesterday's video, we did put in new lows today. So yesterday, the 23rd, today, the 24th. Yesterday's low was 71521. Today's low is 71148. So this thing is still drifting lower and, you know, getting its feelers out to the downside. So it's still pretty unstable. In my opinion, we could see a sharp drop at any moment. So that's a little concerning. Until we can not put in new lows, I think that is, you know, a potential here. So far, things are stable. You know, we're not seeing too much volatility, but I think this week we could. And like I said, until we can stop putting in new lows, you know, the price could come in anywhere here, and that's the bottom, I mean. So I have a couple levels I want to share here with you guys here on the channel. Couple new levels, I should say. So far, we are holding some major lows, but I do have some lower potential price support targets, which would be a concern if we get down there. But we'll have to see how far this market goes, and we'll talk more about that once we get over to the Bitcoin chart. So we have a couple levels. 65,700 and 65,160. That's these two pink lines here, these two horizontal pink lines on the chart. Those are very strong potential support areas for the price. Now that would not be that good if we got down there. It'd be good if we found support. It would not be good if we got down there because we would be undercutting some of these major lows here on this wedge higher, basically from the 14th, 15th, 16th. It'd be nice for some of these lows to hold. But if we got down to 65,700, that wouldn't be the case because those are lower than our low there. So we'll have to see. But 65,700, 65,160 potential areas for price to get down to. Now there is some stopping points above that, which wouldn't undercut some of those lows. 69. 374, 68, 260 would be up here. So maybe we pull back to those and then finally find support. That would be quite a bit better for the bulls. But so far in the overall scheme here, if we take a step back, the giant move we have and then the slight pullback we're getting, it's nothing. It's very, very normal. You know, we're going to talk about some other potential levels for price to pull back that would be much more aggressive. So let's jump right into those. Below the market, even much more than 65, is down here at 60450. That's 60 cents, guys. 60450. Another very important level. That'd put the price down quite a bit from where it's at now. And then we have one way down here at 57,190. That would just about be a full back test of the breakout. 57,190 and 6450. If we zoom out here on this chart, this is a daily chart, by the way, for XRP, you could see that if we got down to this 57,190, that would be a full test of our major resistance at that basically 55, 56 cent range. So that would be a full back test of the breakout. It's possible, I would like to not see that, but it doesn't matter. What I would like to see, just got to follow what the chart and what the price is doing. It'd be much better to see price find support down in here at the basically 69 to 68, and then, at the most 65, 160, and that would still be a little bit of a concern. So keep those in your mind on your chart. I'll give you those once again. That's 57,190 and 6450. Those are the lower ones. Then above the market, 65,160, 65,700. It's all of these pink lines here on the chart. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's a couple in between. A full back test, though, of the breakout is down there at the 57,190. That's the most recent level. So that would be a full back test right to the old resistance zone at the top end of this range. So we broke out huge on the 13th, and then, a full retrace would put us way, way back down. So if we run the percents here, roughly to our first zone's about a 9-10% move down to that 65 range. If we get a test down to 60, that's a 16%. If we get looks like a 20 or so percent move down to 57. So we'll have to see, guys. So far, though, we are still putting in new lows. So yesterday was not the low. Today, so far, new lows. We'll see if it holds. We're on the lower end of the range. It's down 2.5%. Bitcoin looks heavy. This could be a volatile week with some stock market news, which comes out, I believe, on Wednesday. So major resistance for XRP is still up there. You can see at my level there, 82,485. 82,485, double topped here, and have been trending lower. Now, from a bull stance, right? This thing is still in a bull trend. Let's not forget that. This is still a higher low. We're still putting in new lows, but until this low, the 14th, is undercut, anything in between here is still a higher low. So that is good for the bulls. And these markets can test you all the way to the end and then move in the opposite direction. So you got to give this thing some room. We'll have to see what happened here, but it's still a higher low. Yes, we do have a lower high, but so far, we still have a higher low as well. So we're in between, what could take place here. If the markets do move higher, we're not going to talk about that too much. If the markets do move higher, 82,485 is our first target up there, and then 96,170. And then, of course, much more targets above the market. We're not going to dive into those in this video, and the reason why not is because we have targets below the market that are closer to where the price is currently than above. So we're closer to 69, 68 than we are to 82 and 96. Let's take a look at Bitcoin, guys. We'll come back to the XRP chart here if we have some time, but let's take a look at BTC, down 1% this morning. So we still got some major resistance here at the $30,000 mark. So this is all 30,000, 141, 186, 234. That's these three levels right here. The price, basically flipped this range, flipped this support into resistance, and we're just kind of trading sideways. So if we drop lower, 29, 143, 28, 249, potential areas of support. If we start to rally, We got to get above 3 of those $30,000 marks, the highest being 234, and then above that 31,573. And then if we can get above that, it's all the way up to 34,293, and that would obviously take XRP much, much higher. So we're just sitting here range bound, and we'll have to see what happens here. Maybe this thing can flip, find support, and start to rally and get into some new highs, some new recent highs, and that would help the overall market. Taking a quick look back at XRP on my list here, down 2.8. Yeah, I got a feeling today is going to get a little ugly, if not this week. Hopefully, I'm wrong. If we take a zoom out here, we have the price when we made this big run up here on the lawsuit information, the court ruling. You can see that major, we had a double top back in here, which was back in 2022. And that's where we stopped here. And I so happen to have a major level there, 82,485. So if you take a look at this chart from being zoomed out, if we got a pullback down to that 50, 55, 56 cent range, and then, you know, the markets rally from there, and if you look back in a year or two, it would look like very normal XRP price action. So, you know, living it real time after seeing such a large move up, if we got, you know, basically not a full retrace, but maybe 3/4 retrace, you know, you might be like, wow, you know, it's not good. But that's the way the markets move, and that's the way XRP moves sometimes. It's very volatile in both directions. So you guys remember when the price rallied and the lawsuit came and it went the opposite way? Like the entire move, it was quite a thing to live through and especially be invested in during those times. So keep your eyes on the levels that I talked about in today's video. And just know there is a chance that this thing could do a full retrace down here to that 57, 56 cent range. But hey, hopefully it would stop somewhere much higher, you know, at the most the 65 cent range. But we'll have to see. If Bitcoin, you got to watch Bitcoin as much as you don't want to, or as much as some of you, I should say, don't want to. It's important. So keep your eye on it. All right, guys, thanks for hanging around. Hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Have a great Monday. We'll catch you in the next one.